Hey there, it's Waste Potential 616 back again with some more comic reviews. So let's get started. Okay, the heroic, Avengers issue 3 is part of the whole event, heroic age thing. Now, while I did enjoy this, there are a few flaws to this. Starting with the cover, it's a cool cover from Junior, brilliant. But these characters don't actually appear in the book, but they're part of the overall storyline, so they can be forgiven. But for start off, I really enjoyed this book. It was a lot of fun. One of the big draws for me is John Romita Jr.'s artwork. I know a lot of people, a lot of people feel the way I do and love his artwork, and I know a lot of people can't get their head around it. So, I think that's a big factor, because it's my favourite part of the book, the artwork, and not so much the writing on it. It's not too bad. I just love John Romita's artwork, and I loved seeing him on the team book, seeing him do lots of characters, cool splash pages like that. You can't really see it in this light too well, but just really, really good artwork. His composition's really good. A lot of dynamic angles and action scenes, and just, I think it's worth it for the artwork alone. Now, the storyline, this issue, it doesn't feel like it's progressing the story that much. It's basically the team just fighting Apocalypse and his 4 horsemen, who are only there because of problems in the timeline. They're sort of just thrown into the storyline. It's basically for a novelty and a bit of fun, and it is fun and it is a novelty. The character designs of his horsemen are really cool, with sort of mutated versions of the Scarlet Witch, Spider-Man, the Hulk, or the Red Hulk, Wolverine, yeah, that's them. And it's really, and it's all bonded to these horses. It's really cool. So yeah, John Romita just great job. Now, Bendis' writing, as I say, it's, it doesn't progress the storyline that much, but it is a lot of fun, and I really do think in this issue the dialogue between the characters is actually really good. It gives a bit of time to Spider-Man in this, because in previous issues, and Wolverine as well, sort of you have Wolverine and Spider-Man standing in the background, you're like, why are they in this team? But in Spider-Man, especially in this issue, really does have time to shine, and Wolverine to a lesser extent. But as I say, it doesn't progress the storyline that much, but really good dialogue and some fun action scenes, so nothing sort of groundbreaking, I think just generally quite a fun book, but a little bit frustrating if you want to sort of progress with the story more. Also, this whole continuity thing that's pissing people off with characters being in too many books. There's even a bit in here where Spider-Man says, "Oh, I wish I'd gone off with Luke Cage," which he does. That said, this storyline is about time travel, so maybe at the end of this issue, it's all right at the, time when they all got, I don't know, decided to go where they were going, or whatever. Or just at the end of this, Spider-Man, Wolverine, and Hawkeye, just like, yeah, we're just going to go see how Cage is doing. Which leads into this. The new Avengers issue 2. I did actually enjoy this as well. Stuart Immonen's artwork is really good in this as well. I prefer John Romita Jr.'s style, but Immonen is doing a great job in here as well. His composition is very, very nice. There's a bit of an example, so you can't really see, but a lot going on. Really nice angles. This felt a bit more fast-paced than the Avengers book. All very magical. Basically, has Doctor Strange and Hellstorm being possessed by demons who want to get hold of the eye of I can't remember what it's called, but one of Doctor Strange and former Amulet as well. Now Dr. Voodoo's, who also appears in this. And basically the new Avengers are just trying to get hold of that, and it's fast paced. There are some really cool moments Wolverine has some quite cool moments in this, and Spider-Man as well. It seems with this and Avengers that Avengers is trying to justify them being in these Avengers teams a bit more, you know. Maybe Bendis listened to fans a bit, and I think he does it quite well, justifying them as characters in these books. You know. But this ends on a really big cliffhanger, and I am looking forward to the next issue. It kind of seems like everything's fucked by the end of the issue, but we'll see what happens. And it's written well. There's a real kind of sense of urgency and panic towards the end, you know. So yeah, I think these Avengers books, you're not too hung up on continuity, which is important, especially when it's the same writer. But there might be an answer to it later on. This is fun and well worth picking up. Another book that features Cage, Thunderbolts 146. Parker is doing a good job here. This incarnation of the Thunderbolts really works, I feel, you know. It's kind of a new squad with some older characters in. Just in case you don't know the premise, it's basically like the Suicide Squad. For, you know, super villains that are caught by the government being forced to go on missions, and Luke Cage is the reluctant leader of them. And it's good. The character interaction is great. Luke Cage really works in this book. He's really, I'm repeating myself, he's a reluctant. Then you really get a sense of that. It's nice it's got some of the old Thunderbolts in as well, even if they're not in the main group. We've got Songbird, Moonstone, and we've got sort of Fixer and Mark 8, I think he's now, or 7, sort of wardens on the prison that they all work from. Also, it's nice to see that US Agent as the main warden. There's some good interaction between him and Valkyrie, who's sort of thrown in because one of the villains they've captured has Asgardian origins. But yeah, it's a nice, once again, fast-paced book. Concludes the last bit from the last issue, wraps up quite quickly, and goes into another story about the Terrigen mists, you know, from human mythology. But yeah, these characters as well, they still feel like villains, and it works. You know, it's not like, all of a sudden they're good guys, blah blah blah. They're still villains, you know. To a lesser extent, the older Thunderbolts, you know, like the Fixer and Mark, whatever he is, and Songbird, because they have really talented heroes, but you know, Moonstone's still a bitch. Juggernaut's been a bit of a bastard, even though he has been heroic in the past in other books. And Crossbones, I think Crossbones is the character to watch in this. He has some nice moments in it, and he's a bit of a badass, you know. So yeah, once again that ends on a nice cliffhanger, and I think this is well worth it, you know. This could be sort of a bit of a sleeper hit in the whole heroic age thing. I think if you're ever a fan of the Thunderbolts in any of its incarnations, apart from that shit kind of Fight Club thing they did a while back, start picking this up. I don't think you'll be disappointed. Shall I leave it at that for the moment? Yeah, see you later, guys.